Hey guys, welcome back to my full house. I bet you can guess where we're at again today at Aldi's. So I'm really excited actually for this haul because it's been a while since I've been able to do like an emergency stock up or just stock up really extra for our size family with the economy and prices and everything and just everything going on in our own home life. And so I'm so excited to be here for just like an emergency stock up today. So I'm going to take you guys along on what I'm picking out. Again, the rule of thumb is only buy what you normally use. And so that's exactly what I'm doing. So it will basically be like a normal haul, but it's going to be above because we just did a grocery haul. So I'm so excited to do this. I can't say that enough because I know a lot of you are able to just stock up like that. And then there's some of you that are like me where it's a gradual process and we're doing little chunks at a time. I'm thankful to be able to do this today. So I'm going to take you guys along. It is only 13 degrees outside right now. The last time we did a haul, I think it was like 34 degrees. So it's pretty cold today. But we parked a little bit closer, so I'm hopeful that we'll be just fine. All right, so we're going to go head in and see what's going on at Aldi's today. Now, if I'm not mistaken, today's Wednesday. If I'm not mistaken, Wednesday is the day that they, put more back on the shelf and put new things out. So I'm kind of excited. I don't normally come. I'm going to double check because I have locked myself out of my van before. So I'm like always, okay, we got the keys. I'm always scared that I'm going to lock myself out. It's the worst feeling in the world. So, oh, you know what? We didn't get 2 quarters. See? At least we didn't walk too far. Okay. I always got extra change, which is a blessing. So, all right, here we go. Gonna hold those for me, sweetie? Yep. Thank you. I'm gonna lock the van. All righty. All right, yeah, so I'm excited to see what they have going on today in Aldi's. We have not bought these pizzas in, I feel like it's been a year. It's been a while. So, but we are going to get some today. It's just nice to have some easy things on hand with life with 8 children. So I'm going to get 3 cheese and then Supreme. So the cheese are $6.15 and the Supreme are almost $8. My husband and I and Ruby and I think Caitlin like this Supreme. The rest are cheese lovers. So we're going to do that. And these are pretty good too. I'm not going to get any today, but these chicken ones are so good. So it's nice because they have a lot of their easy meals right when you walk in. Look at this cold brew coffee. It's like a yogurt. Oh, it's oats. Ready to eat oats. Okay then. All right, so we're gonna get some blueberries. I'm just gonna get a whole case. We'll go through them quick, but we will also freeze some. Get a couple of these. Kids will be shocked to see strawberries. And they have some cilantro for 65 cents. So I'm just gonna pick up 2. And then we're gonna head over here. Onions for 95 cents. We like these in a lot of things. So I'm just gonna pick up 2 of those. Alfredo. Sounds pretty good. Wow, look at these. What are these? Pine berries? I have never seen anything like this. Interesting. I don't know. Alright. too much on the lettuce. We go through it pretty quick, but I also don't want it to go bad. All right, 4 bags of carrots, just for them to snack on. All right, so now we need to get on this side right over here. Okay, and then the peppers are only $2.69. So we're gonna go ahead and grab quite a bit of these. Because when we can, I stock up and I just let my kids add it. They can have as much as they want. And then 3 green peppers. Okay, and then I'm just going to grab 2 tomatoes. Not too many people like them, so that's totally fine. However, I would like to get one where we can dice it for our sandwiches, because that just sounds so good, for $2.39. And then I'm also going to grab quite a few bags of avocados because, again, I can't always do this, and when I can, I try to get into our systems just to, you know, help our bodies build a good immune system, because around this season, everyone's getting sick. So I'm going to go ahead and get 4 bags of avocados for $2.95. A bunch of our favorite apples for $2.99. So I know my kids are going to be so happy. We did buy a different kind of apple last time. They ate them, but they weren't very fond of them. So I probably won't get those again, even for a cheaper price if they don't like them. So see, 2, 4, 6, 8. My kids go through apples really fast. All right, 8 bags of Honeycrisp apples. Okay, so these heads of lettuce are a really nice size lettuce. It's pretty heavy. That's what you want to go off of for $1.99. So I'm going to get a few of those. I know I picked up the Honeycrisp apples, but I also picked up the romaine lettuce, and so this is a nice size. So I'm gonna get that. Zucchini. I'm not too sure. See how they look. They're not too bad. All right, we're gonna get 2 bags of zucchini. So we also got some sweet potatoes, just because they're a luxury item. Honestly, we haven't had them in quite a while. So yeah, we're gonna get some sweet potatoes. Okay, 2 bags of potatoes. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and get 2 bottles of this vinegar we use to clean mainly with. That will come in handy. And then we're going to also pick up some pickles because we love pickles. Are these your favorite, Ruby?
Yep.
Okay. So we'll get 2 of each. Restock our pickles. And then we're not a fan of these olives. We prefer the ones at Costco, so I'm not going to stock up on those because remember, you want to get what your family eats, and our family won't eat those. All right, and we do need some ranch. We've got some kiddos missing their ranch, so I'm gonna go ahead and stock up on the ranch. All right, here we go. 6 bottles. And that ranch was only $3.49. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and pick up, these are on sale right now at Aldi's. So I'm gonna go ahead and pick up a few of these because we have babies that are learning how to eat, and then a lot of my kids actually do enjoy these. So I'm going to go ahead and get 2 packages of these, 1 package of the strawberries. These are so good in your oatmeal. Did you like them in your oatmeal?
Yes.
You did?
Yeah, it was good. The apples are really good too.
And then what are these? I don't think we liked these. And then this is, okay, little, you could do it in an individual bag. Give it to your kids for school. This one looks good. Actually, it looks really good.
Yeah, it does look good.
I think I'm going to try that for $2.79. cannot remember if any of my kids like them, but we also have little ones that are getting older, and I don't think they've ever had a raisin, so we're gonna let them try that. Okay, so I just made it home from Aldi's, but before we get to the haul, the one thing that I love about grocery shopping in the winter is that I don't have to hurry and bring in my groceries because it's so cold outside. So before we do that, we're gonna go ahead and make some lunch. So we're gonna do some nachos today. So these are our nachos that we picked up from Costco in one of our hauls. I did, however, bring in a package of meat because it was already soft and ready to brown. And then I brought in a bag of our Honeycrisp apples and started cutting those up, as well as a bag of the green onions and a bag of lettuce. And so we're gonna add that on at the end. And then I've already chopped it up. So we're gonna go ahead and eat, and I've got a few other things I'm gonna do, and then I'm gonna start filming that haul for you guys. All right, so it's all ready. I've already given one child their food, and then I remembered I wanted to show you guys. So this is what our nachos look like. So good. Normally we cut up our peppers a little bit smaller. There was some miscommunication, so it's not a big deal. They're still gonna be delicious. And then we also have some sour cream. And then we also have our nacho cheese we get from Aldi's and our salsa. So this is gonna be a delicious lunch, and I cannot wait to eat. I'm so hungry. Okay guys, so I made it home. We just ate our lunch, kind of got some things situated, and so we've got everything brought in finally. It's all set up. So I'll just give you like a little view of that real quick. And my pantry though, I organized that, so I'm excited to put all of the other stuff away now that it's like pretty organized, so that's gonna help me. And so yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and get started and show you guys what we officially bought. And I also have two little helpers here named Mabel and Boone, so they're gonna sit here and listen to me tell you what we got. So let's go. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and start over here with the ranch. I went ahead and I picked up 6 bottles. We are totally out of ranch. I did not know that. I know we have a lot of dressing on hand, but ranch is like the most popular. So this is, I'm pretty sure, the Aldi brand. I'm not familiar with this brand anywhere else at any other stores, so I'm assuming this is like their own brand. So I picked up 6 of those, and the kids will be just fine with it. I do normally, however, pick up our ranch when I go to Costco, but that's okay. Hidden Raleigh Ranch or this one will work just fine for my family. Then I picked up 12 butters. We will freeze majority of this. I will, however, put 2 in the refrigerator down here and then 1 upstairs. And so the rest will just go into the freezer when we need it. And then 2 big bags of potatoes. We will use this for baked potatoes and chili. I make homemade French fries with chicken strips. And then also when we do our roast on Sundays, I like to cook up some potatoes for that as well, or mashed potatoes. So, and then we also make potato soup, which is really good too. And then I went ahead and picked up, let's see how many I got. 2, 4, 6, 8 sweet potatoes. Looks like 1 broke. It will be just fine. But I just have not bought any sweet potatoes in a while, and so they just sounded really good, and it'd be nice to just kind of have in our pantry for when needed. 2 bags of cuties. And then I went ahead and I picked up 10 boxes of these squeezable applesauce variety pack. It has 12 pouches in there. Apple, no sugar added. Apple strawberry and apple banana. And this is like one of their favorites for the pouches. So I just kind of wanted to stock up on this one. It comes in handy for all of the kids, but mainly the little ones. When we're out and about, at home, sometimes they're a little bit more of a picky eater, and so sometimes these just come in handy for us. So it was over $6 for each box. So then I also got 10. And then over here, we've got lots of fruits and vegetables. So I went ahead and I picked up 3 things of strawberries. They looked okay. I only got 3 because some of them were still not looking the best, but the 3 I got looked pretty decent. So I know the kids will be happy to have those because normally in the summertime I buy a lot more strawberries, but in the winter we kind of do more frozen strawberries and smoothies. And then I also picked up 8 bags of Honeycrisp apples, and so, which we already have 1 upstairs and then 1 got lost over here. But this is like their favorite apple, and I don't blame them. It's pretty good. Normally when we go to the orchard, we always get the Honeycrisp. We did try a different brand of apple the last haul I did, and they just were not very fond of it. So I'm just going to go back to the Honey Crisp. And then I also picked up one thing of tomatoes. This is going to be mainly for sandwiches, and then these two will be for salad. Things of oven roasted turkey breast. This will be for Lunchables. I also picked up 10 things of peppers. We use them really quick, you guys, so like this won't last us very long. None of it will go to waste. I mean, I'm going to be doing some meatloaf probably tonight for dinner, and I'll cut up at least the red and the orange and throw that in, and maybe 1 green pepper. So I did pick up 3 green pepper. I do like that a lot in my eggs in the morning, so these will not go to waste. They will definitely be used. And then I also picked up 4 things of romaine heart salad. We have one upstairs that we were using for our nachos. 2 things of zucchini, which it comes with, 3 in each package. So that I'm going to cook up and put in eggs or a skillet with some of that in it. So I'm really happy to have a lot of vegetables on hand that are fresh. That's like a really big thing to me. It helps build the immune system. And so then I also picked up 2 things of celery where we could put some cream cheese on it or peanut butter and raisins. I picked up 2 of these green onions. We do have one upstairs we were using in our nachos. 3 heads of lettuce for sandwiches or salad, whatever we want to use it for. I just kind of like to have a variety on hand. 2 things of cilantro. I meant to bring this up to put on our nachos, but that's okay. We'll use this in many different things to the coming weeks. And then I also picked up 4 bags of avocados. A lot of them are not ready, but that's okay because once they're ready, we will be ready to eat them too. And then I went ahead and I kind of stocked up on some breakfast meat. So I've got here, I believe, 12 individual rolls of pork sausage for breakfast. 4 bags of carrots just to munch on or even just to steam. 2 heads, well actually there's 2 in each package, so 4 heads of broccoli. So we'll steam that, and I'm planning on making chicken Alfredo with that. And then the grapes were decent. I didn't get too many, but enough where they will enjoy. So I got 1 of the grape, or 1 of the purple, and 2 of the green. So they'll enjoy them, and once they're gone, they're gone. But the prices were okay. It's just, I feel like everything is obviously so overpriced because it's the winter time as well. And then I went ahead and I stocked up on 12 of these cases, blueberries. So we will freeze maybe half of it. I will keep half fresh. And I plan on making some blueberry pancakes with these as well, and maybe blueberry muffins. But they can also just eat them like they are. Totally fine with that. We can throw some in some smoothies. And then these right here, I don't normally buy these, but every now and then it's nice to have something like this on hand, and we have some dentist appointments coming up, so I thought this would be fun to throw in a snack bag. These are freeze-dried strawberries and apples. So I got 2 of the apple and 1 strawberry. And then this just looked really good. So let me see if I can get it to focus, but it looks just really yummy in the inside and the coconut. So I'm going to try this and I'll let you guys know, but it was okay priced. So we're going to try that little mix. And then some of my kiddos have not had raisins before. I don't believe so. And so some of them, I think they might enjoy that. And so I'm just going to go ahead and see if they would enjoy it. And then again, like I mentioned with the celery, we could put some celery, peanut butter, and some raisins. I know that's a thing. And then this time I only picked up a tray or a case, however you want to say it, of these bars. They look like this. And so they came in handy when we went sledding like 6 days in a row. So I'm just going to replenish that. But obviously in moderation. So even with like stocking up for emergency purposes, you don't have to overdo it on certain things. And this is one of them where I like to have it on hand, but I don't want to overdo it because then it becomes of like, we can eat this every day for every meal, Mom. And that is not at all what this is for. This is just to help out when needed. And then over here, I picked up 3 of the ground beef, but we used 1 with our nachos. That way I didn't have to pull any meat out of the freezer. That way it would cook up quicker. And these are, I don't know the prices. You let me know, was this a good price or not, for each one of those. So that one was $8.94, and this one was $8.91, and I believe I bought another one for the same price as this. And then again, when I go to Costco, I can get a whole sack, I call it, with 5 pounds of beef, but that's only going to give me 5 pounds for, I think it was like $26. So I don't know. It's just the prices. Let me know if there's a better place I can go and get meat. Obviously, I would love to buy a whole cow, but that's just not in my budget at the moment. So in the meantime, we're just going to kind of go with that. 4 things of hot dogs. I don't stock up on hot dogs too much anymore, but I just got 4 just to kind of have on hand. With some dentist appointments, it's nice to obviously have some things on hand that are easy. And then 12 things of bacon. So I'm going to put all these in the freezer. I'll put one in the fridge down here and one in the fridge upstairs. But I kind of just really wanted to focus on my breakfast meat at the moment. So we've got lots of bacon and lots of sausage now. 2 things of this vinegar, white vinegar. I normally only clean with this. I don't cook with it unless maybe a recipe would call for it. We have one still in our cabinet downstairs, so now we'll have a backup. But it comes in handy when you're washing a lot of clothes and you need to get those rags cleaned really good. So this comes in handy with some like baking soda. And then I did go ahead and pick up 6 of these apple juices. It's 100% apple juice, and I just like to have this on hand because it does come in handy when you don't feel well or just for the little ones. And I also don't mind my kids having some juice every now and then. So I picked up 6 of those. And then over here, I went ahead and got 2 cases of this Arizona iced tea. I normally drink this more in the summertime, but my oldest daughter and my husband have been liking it. So it looks like I've started something. And we're like almost out of the case that I picked up quite a few days ago. So it's so funny how now my oldest daughter is really enjoying something that I enjoyed very much around her age and as a teenager. So 2 cases of those. They have 12 in each. And then over here, I know everyone's gonna be like, this is not normal, organic syrup and this and that. I understand that. I'm just doing the best I can right now for my size family and for what works for our budget. If you can buy the organic and all the yummy things that I wish I could buy, more power to you. I am not in that boat at this moment. So hopefully down the road, maybe I will be. But at this moment, I'm doing the best I can. So I picked up 12 of these syrups from Aldi's just to stock up and have on hand because we haven't really been eating a lot of pancakes for months lately, to be honest. But I did buy a bag of pancakes, so I kind of just want to have some syrup on hand. Obviously, that's quite a bit of syrup, but I'm pretty sure the date's okay. So let me see here. The date is marked for March 3rd of 26. So we're good. We have a whole year and more. So we'll be just fine on our syrup for that. Then down here, I went ahead and picked up 6. There is 6. They are underneath here, but this is really heavy. I don't want it to fall. So 6 of the old-fashioned oats. We enjoy some oatmeal in the morning, and so this will come in handy. I'm actually really excited to kind of have this back on my shelf and stocked up because it's just one of those staples where it just really, it's a good thing to have with some brown sugar and some apples put in it. So 6 of those. 6 of these apple sauces, which you can even put some applesauce in your oatmeal. I've seen people do that too with some cinnamon. So this one has no sugar added applesauce. So I got 6 of those. We still have 6 over there on our shelf, as you can see. But again, this is an emergency stock up, and these are things that are easy to make, like oatmeal and a little bit of applesauce. And then 2 jars of these hamburger pickles. We, I think, are pretty much out of pickles other than maybe 1 jar left. So these will be good to have on hand. And then this one is Ruby's favorite, and I think it's my husband's too as well. So that's good to have. We stocked up on that. And then a lot of fruit cocktail. Again, emergency stock up. This is something that my kids will eat. It won't go to waste, and I love how it has that lid. So if you are in an emergency, you don't have to think about a can opener. You can just pop it off. So this is a really nice thing to have, as well as even the oatmeal. If you are in an emergency, you can do overnight oats. I have a ton of jars with lids. I could put some oats in. You could pour some milk or water, however you want to do it, some applesauce, some brown sugar or cinnamon, and let it sit overnight. Stir it up, and if you can, heat it up. If not, at least you have something to eat. So I look at it kind of like, you know, we will make it fancy if we want. If we are in an emergency, I think we will be just fine too. So again, with this fruit cocktail, I know some of you are going to say it's in fruit juice. I understand that. Again, I'm just doing the best I can to feed my family at this present moment in time. And then over here, I picked up 2 cases of the mandarin oranges. This is one of my kids' favorite ones that we buy. And I bought 24 of those as well. Again, I love how you can just pop it off. The thing I went ahead and picked up and stocked up basically on are these pizzas. And I appreciate a good pizza in my freezer, again, for emergency purposes, because life does happen and you're not able to cook that awesome meal that you would want to cook for your family, but you can go in your freezer and get your pizzas. So I picked up 3 cheese and 3 supreme. And I mean, the prices weren't terrible, but I know they've gone up because I've bought these in the past. Now, I don't think we've bought this pizza from Aldi's in probably about a year. I don't know. I'd have to look back at my hauls, but it's been quite some time since I've even bought pizza here. I normally go to just like my local grocery store because they've kind of been on sale there, but I was here and I wanted to go ahead and get this. So that is it for my emergency stock. All right, so we're going to go ahead and get this all put away. I'm really glad and thankful that I was able to do this today. My total was over $700. I'll put it right here. And yeah, I mean, it's not a ton if you honestly think about the size family we have, but this is going to help in many ways. So I'm just very thankful that I can do this. And so here's just like a little before I start adding everything back onto the shelves. As you can tell, we're still pretty stocked because I just did a haul, but I'm excited to go ahead and put that in. And then in our refrigerator, this is kind of what it's looking like now. So I'm going to go ahead and get everything in. Okay, so this is what it's looking like. It's much later this evening. So I finally had a moment to get down here and kind of see what everything's looking like to show you guys. So we've got our applesauce, our juice, our teas, all of our canned veggies, canned fruits, cranberry sauce, tuna, chicken in the can, all of our beans, and nacho stuff, spaghetti stuff, noodles, sauce, syrup, flour, and sugar, baking and seasoning, a lot of condiments, and then behind the ranch is some broth and soup, and then a bunch of oatmeal and just some odds and ends, and then chips and crackers. And then we also have hot cocoa and tea over here. So of course, you guys, you know, little by little, your pantry will become more stocked, and you know, can depend a little bit longer on it. But in the meantime, just do what you can, be encouraged. Of course, I mean, there's so many things I'm looking here and I'm like, oh, it would have been nice to fill all of my beans up, right? And fill some more of the canned veggies and etc. But when I look at this, I'm still very happy so far with what it's looking like. It's all a gradual process for this mom over here. And we still have some rice, just our potatoes and onions, and then our sweet potatoes. And then in this deep freezer, we have the pizzas. These are bananas we went ahead and bagged up so they wouldn't go bad. And we have some bagels, and I think that's it for down there. And then over here, we also have our sausage. I had some kiddos help me put some things away, so I'm going to be doing some more organizing with this, but at least it's in its home for now. But that way, when I eventually hopefully can get more meat. That's the plan. We lost the deep freezer full of meat, so I am now in the process of gradually doing that again, and hopefully that won't go south on us again. But in our refrigerator over here, we also, so here's our refrigerator, fully stocked. And so this makes me happy to see all the fresh produce because it's expensive, and I really do appreciate having an extra refrigerator where I can store this. This is a really nice refrigerator we picked up a few years ago. And then we also just have some odds and ends in here, all of that butter. So that's a big blessing.